The concept of the multiverse has captivated the human imagination for centuries. From ancient myths to modern science fiction, the idea of infinite realities existing alongside our own has always held a certain allure. But what if the multiverse is not just a figment of our imagination or a plot device in science fiction stories? What if it is actually a scientific theory that could explain some of the biggest mysteries of the universe? In this video, we will explore the fascinating world of the multiverse and discuss how it might hold the key to understanding everything from dark matter to the nature of reality itself. What is the multiverse? The term multiverse refers to the hypothetical existence of multiple universes or realities that are separate from our own. It's a concept that has been explored in various forms of science fiction, such as Marvel's Spider-Man: No Way Home, which depicts a multiverse where characters from different realities collide. However, the multiverse is also a serious area of research in theoretical physics and cosmology. One of the most popular theories of the multiverse is the many-worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, which proposes that every time a quantum event occurs, such as the decay of a particle, the universe splits into multiple branches. Each branch represents a different outcome of the quantum event, and all of these universes exist simultaneously. Another theory is the inflationary multiverse, which posits that our universe is just one of many that were created during a period of rapid expansion known as inflation. Each universe has its own set of physical laws and constants, and they are all completely separate from each other. Exploring the multiverse, the idea of infinite realities existing alongside our own has long captured the human imagination. From ancient myths to modern science fiction, the concept of the multiverse has permeated our culture. But what if the multiverse is not just a figment of our imagination or a plot device in science fiction stories? What if it is actually a scientific theory that could explain some of the biggest mysteries of the universe? Scientists have been exploring the possibility of the multiverse for decades, and there are several theories that attempt to explain how it might work. One of the most popular theories is the many-worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. This theory suggests that every time a quantum event occurs, such as the decay of an atom, the universe splits into multiple branches. In one branch, the atom might decay in one direction, while in another branch, it might decay in a different direction. This means that there are infinite possible outcomes to any quantum event, and therefore, infinite universes. Another popular theory is the inflationary multiverse. This theory suggests that our universe is just one of many that were created during a period of rapid expansion known as inflation. Each universe has its own physical laws and constants, and they are all completely separate from each other. So what does this mean for us? If the multiverse is real, it means that there are infinite versions of ourselves out there, each living a slightly different life based on the outcomes of quantum events. There might be a version of you who made a different career choice, or a different life partner, or even a different set of friends. In fact, there might be an infinite number of versions of you out there. This might sound like a far-fetched idea, but it's actually a serious area of research in theoretical physics. Some scientists believe that the multiverse could help us understand some of the biggest mysteries of the universe, such as dark matter and dark energy. Others believe that it could help us develop new technologies that would allow us to travel through time or teleport objects from one place to another. Of course, there are also those who believe that the multiverse is just a crackpot theory that has no basis in reality. But as scientists continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, the idea of the multiverse will undoubtedly continue to capture our imaginations. You in the multiverse. Imagine a world where you made a different decision, and that decision changed the course of your entire life. Maybe you took a different path in school, chose a different career, or fell in love with someone else. What if I told you that in some other universes, these decisions played out differently and created alternate versions of you? As trippy as that sounds, it's actually a real possibility. According to the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, every time a quantum event occurs, such as the decay of an atom, the universe splits into multiple branches. In one branch, the atom might decay in one direction, while in another branch, it might decay in a different direction. This means that there are infinite possible outcomes to any quantum event, and therefore infinite universes. So if you're sitting here watching this video, there are likely infinite versions of you out there in the multiverse. In some universes, you might have made a different decision that changed your life in big or small ways. Maybe in one universe, you're a famous actor who turned down a role in a little-known film called Star Wars. Or maybe in another universe, you're a scientist who discovered a cure for cancer. It's hard to wrap your mind around the idea of infinite realities existing alongside our own. But that's exactly what the multiverse theory proposes. And according to some physicists, it's actually a real possibility. So what does this mean for you? Well, first off, it means that you should never feel like you're stuck in your current reality. If the multiverse is real, then there are infinite possibilities out there and anything can happen. So never lose hope, no matter how bad things may seem. Secondly, it also means that you should always be open to new experiences and opportunities. You never know what might happen, and you might end up creating an alternate version of yourself that is much happier than the one you have now. After all, every decision you make splits the universe into multiple branches, so even the smallest choice can have massive consequences. Finally, it also means that you should never take anything for granted. Your current reality is just one of infinite possibilities, and there is no guarantee that it will last forever. So cherish every moment and be grateful for the life that you have. Dark matter. In the multiverse, dark matter is one of the biggest mysteries of modern physics. Scientists know that it exists because of its gravitational effects on galaxies, but they have yet to directly detect it or determine what it's made of. Some physicists believe that dark matter could be evidence of a multiverse, or a universe that exists beyond our own. If the multiverse is real, it means that there are other universes with their own physical laws and constants. And those universes could contain different forms of matter, including dark matter. By studying these other universes, we might be able to learn more about the properties of dark matter and ultimately solve one of the biggest mysteries of the universe. However, there are also those who believe that the multiverse is just a crackpot theory that has no basis in reality. They argue that there is no evidence for the existence of multiple universes, and that any apparent evidence for the multiverse can be explained by the laws of our own universe. Ultimately, the question of whether or not the multiverse is real is still an open one. But as scientists continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, the idea of infinite realities existing alongside our own will continue to capture our imaginations. So what do you think? Is the multiverse real? And if so, what does it mean for us? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Conclusion. The concept of the multiverse has been explored in various forms of science fiction, such as in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where the main character, Doctor Strange, discovers that there are multiple universes that exist outside of his own. In the film, he learns that these alternate universes are home to different versions of himself and other characters from the MCU, such as Spider-Man and the X-Men. Doctor Strange must then team up with these alternate versions of himself to save all of reality from a powerful threat. Similarly, the TV show Rick and Morty on Cartoon Network revolves around the adventures of a genius scientist named Rick Sanchez and his grandson Morty Smith. Together, they travel across the multiverse, visiting alternate universes and meeting different versions of themselves and other characters. Through their adventures, the show explores philosophical questions about the nature of reality, identity, and free will. Overall, the multiverse has become a popular theme in science fiction because it allows writers to explore new possibilities and ideas that would not be possible in a single universe. It also allows them to play with the concept of identity and the nature of reality, as well as to explore philosophical questions about the meaning of life and the universe. For viewers, the multiverse provides a sense of wonder and escapism as they get to explore infinite realities and possibilities. It also allows them to engage with complex philosophical questions in a fun and entertaining way. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the multiverse. We hope you enjoyed learning about the different theories and concepts related to infinite realities. If you're still curious and want to explore further, we encourage you to continue researching and stay updated with the latest scientific discoveries. Remember, the universe is vast and full of mysteries, and there's always something new to discover. Don't ever stop questioning and keep an open mind for the infinite possibilities that exist out there.